Ta-da! Hello kids, are you ready to draw and paint? I of course am as usual. Today I want to draw a car. Why? Because it's the most common transportation of our time. I mean, when I say our time, in the old times we used to walk. Then we invented the wheel so we could get from point A to point B faster because wheels are really useful for that kind of stuff. And then of course we invented bicycles and cars and planes and spaceships and all that. And why is all that happening? Because people are very curious, we are curious species, so we want to explore, we want to interact, we want to travel and see other places and meet other people. But this car right here, kids, is not gonna be a regular car. This is not for transportation. This car is not even on Earth. This car is somewhere else and it came from somewhere else. Of course, we're gonna imagine all that because we're gonna have a story as usual while we're drawing, because why not double the creativity? Let's just not draw but tell a story too. Alright, here our story comes. Our car had no origin. Nobody knew where it came from. It's not like a lot of people saw it. Just a few people were aware of this car. How? Because this was kind of like a secret mission car. We don't know who gave this car the mission, but the mission was really important. That's what matters, kids. The mission of this car was really important. But for now, hold that thought and let's talk about our drawing a little, and then we're gonna get back to our story because I think it's more fun this way. As you can see, kids, I'm painting my tires with black, but with a big black because I like characterizing my colors, and I'm gonna color my car with a really red. So far the colors we have are the big black and the really red. Why red? Because it's so flashy and cool. I don't know. I think I really like to have a red car. I never had a red car. I had a black car. I had a gray car. I don't know. I wish I had a red car. Maybe someday I will, but I think it's not today. But at least I can draw a red car, and in a sense I have a red car this way. It's not gonna take me from point A to point B, but who cares? It's all about creativity. And now here's a quick tip about how I paint, kids. As you see right now, my strokes are usually parallel to each other. I've moved my marker around in the same direction while I'm painting the big chunks of my drawing. That way, my painting job looks a lot more consistent. If I change the angle of my strokes constantly while I'm painting, if I move the marker around in different angles, my painting is not gonna look so consistent and unified. There's gonna be like darker spots and there's gonna be lighter spots left, so that's not a rule, but still, it may help. Anyway, I'm almost done with my really red, and now I'm going to grab my great green and color my bumpers. Alright, I think it's time to get back to our story. Our car was no regular car because it was flying up in the sky. It was not driving on the road like other cars. It had a propeller. And the propeller is going to be best blue color. Yeah, you heard me right, kids. Our blues are the best blues. But why was this car was not driving on the roads but flying up in the sky? Maybe because of its secret mission. But since it's a secret mission, we have to wait till the end of the drawing to talk about it. Yeah, otherwise it would be no secret. They made me promise not to tell anyone. I'm still gonna tell you, kids, but you gotta be patient. And now I'm painting my windows with a lighter blue. I'm almost done with coloring my car. And after that, I'm gonna start adding some shadows to my colors, because that way I know which way the light is coming from. I think that brown will be a good choice to make the shadows on the red part of my car. And for the green parts, the bumpers, of course, I'm going to use a darker green to make the shadows. And after that, we're gonna see something interesting, kids. We're gonna try to suggest some motion in our drawing. At which part? The propeller, because it looks like the focal point in our drawing. I mean, the propeller, the flying car with a propeller, of course, everybody's gonna look at the propeller, not the tires, not the bumpers or the windows. And as you can see, I just grabbed my thinner marker and I'm adding some motion lines to my propeller so we know which way this propeller is turning. And drawings are not just still images. We can suggest some movement in our drawings and make them come alive even more. We do that with colors and with our lines and with our compositions and like the environment we are drawing right now. So everything is for telling a story. All the pieces come together, even the motion. This car may not be moving, but now we can imagine it moving. At least we know which way the propeller is turning. So let's get back to the secret mission of this car, because I think it's time to hear about it. The secret mission of this car was to make clouds for the earth. Yeah, so we can have rain and we can have plants and water and all the good things in life. So, this car was no regular car. It wasn't made in a factory. Nobody knew where it came from. And it was just flying around the earth all the time. It wasn't getting tired because it had to make clouds for us and for animals and for nature. I don't know if that's how the clouds are made, but still, this is our drawing and our imagination. And it makes sense because maybe this car's windows were blue because it was filled with water and it was turning it into clouds. Ta-da! Thanks, flying car, for all the clouds. Don't worry, your secret is safe with us!